So you're thinking about relocating to the Charlotte area or thinking about moving around the Charlotte area or perhaps even outside of it because you don't want to be in the hustle and bustle, you don't want to be in the city center of it all, or quite frankly, you want something a little bit more affordable. Have you considered Rock Hill, South Carolina? That's right. Today we are jumping states. We are headed to a totally different state to explore a suburb of Charlotte, North Carolina. We're going to take a deep dive into Rock Hill, South Carolina. My name is Brandy. I'm a local real estate agent here in the Charlotte area. Welcome to our YouTube channel, Living in Charlotte, North Carolina, where we help you discover everything there is to know about Charlotte and you can help learn like a local. If you're thinking about relocating to the area or even relocating within the Charlotte area, give myself a call. My team and I would love to connect and help you out. Send us a text message, hop on our Zoom calendar. Let's chat and let's learn how to make your move just a little bit easier. So why are people moving to Rock Hill, South Carolina? Well, for starters, if you're looking for that small town feel right outside of Charlotte, so you still have all the access to the amenities and the events and the sports teams and everything that it has to offer, definitely take a look at Rock Hill, South Carolina. It's located just about 30 minutes, about 25 minutes south of Charlotte. You're also in South Carolina, so your taxes are a lot less. When it comes to affordability, let's be honest, Charlotte's getting pretty expensive, so it's not always an option for everybody. If you're looking at a scale of 100, the 100 being the national average, right now Rock Hill is located at 95. That is 5 points below the national average, which, let's put that into comparison. So you might have seen videos on Fort Mill or Tegakay, which are surrounding towns in the same county. And Fort Mill and Lake Wylie or Tegakay area is actually 13 points higher than the national average. So you can be in their neighboring town, Rock Hill, for lower than the national average. That's a huge difference. Rock Hill, for size, is the fourth largest city in South Carolina. It's the fifth largest suburb in the Charlotte metro region. So when we talk about the Charlotte metro region, we're talking anything from Rock Hill, a little bit further down to like South Carolina, York, and we're going to go all the way north up to like Statesville area, so north of like Norman. Rock Hill sits on the southernmost tip of Lake Wylie. So you can also have, depending on what community you go into, you can get that lakefront community at a much more affordable price. So that's a huge bonus to it. The population here in Rock Hill is 75,000. So put that in comparison to Charlotte, which is, I think, at 1.1 right now. That's a huge difference. So you get that small town charm. I mean, look at this old historic town. Right now, we are in downtown Rock Hill. This is considered like the old town Rock Hill, where you get local shops and boutiques and restaurants. You've got a farm-to-table restaurant here. You've got the bakery Amelie's, which Amelie's has a few locations. Their original location did start in Charlotte. It's a French-style bakery known for their delicious macaroons. But this one here in particular does that same tradition of the bridge over in Paris where you put locks on it, like padlocks. This actually does the same thing. It's really cool, a unique tradition, kind of unique to that location. But you've got that small town feel with great local shops and local restaurants, which sometimes when you go in a city, you can lose that local charm and that small town feel. So Rock Hill definitely offers a great location right outside of Charlotte, great affordability compared to the other surrounding cities, with an opportunity to be in South Carolina with lower taxes. On top of that, Rock Hill actually offers some really good universities. So right around the corner from downtown, we're going to go check it out here in a second, is Winthrop University. They're known for their arts, their journalism. They've actually produced a lot of football players. The Winthrop University is a D1 school. A lot of football players actually have been recruited from Rock Hill. So you've got a lot of educational opportunities down here. The outdoor lifestyle is huge here. You're right on, again, Lake Wylie, or the southernmost tip of Lake Wylie. And then you're also right along the Catawba River. There's even communities here such as Riverwalk that have lakefront or waterfront amenities. And then here in the next 5 years, there's going to be a huge development happening called the River District here in South Carolina. And that's going to be a huge thing. There's going to be a lot more kind of waterfront options, lakefront amenities. It's going to be really, really cool. Look at this, guys. I just stumbled upon this really cool thing. Okay, so you can't see it, but I'm standing, there's like an underground window where you can see some really cool like disco things. Anyways, tried to show you guys. Cameras, they're not that efficient or that advanced. That's the right word. So even if you don't want, like, if you really don't, if you're not interested in moving, but you just haven't visited Rock Hill, I've learned recently that a lot of people don't get around the towns as much as I do being in real estate, which is a weird concept. But if you really are just kind of interested in surrounding areas, definitely take a trip down to Rock Hill. Look at this cute downtown. They've got like 6 breweries down here, tons of restaurants. They've got tons of outdoor scenery. It's really nice just to walk around with affordability. I'm excited to show you guys around. So one of the really good things about Rock Hill is it has a really mild climate. It's end of September right now outside, and I'm in a short sleeve shirt, so it's not really cold. It's not very hot. You get all 4 seasons here, but nothing too extreme. Everything is really, really mild. With that, that allows for a lot of outdoor activities. So like we previously mentioned, Rock Hill is located at the southernmost point of the Lake Wylie Lake on the Catawba River. So a lot of times during summer, you'll see people floating down the river or using kayaks or taking their boats on the lake. So there's a ton of outdoor activities to do. But say you don't have a boat, say you don't want water sports, that's okay. Rock Hill has 31 or 36 parks in it. And I'm standing in one today, right now. This is one of my favorites. It is the Glen Cairn Gardens. It's stunning. It's open from dawn till dusk. You can just walk in, just take a walk. You can bring your 4-legged friends. It really is just a pretty quiet park. They've got benches throughout and tons of just different flowers and water features. It really is a really cool experience. So Rock Hill hasn't experienced as quick of a growth as you might think it has with being only 30 minutes outside of Charlotte. And there's a few components to that, right? One of the big components of it is the employment opportunities. So the 3 largest employers down here are, I know I'm going to mess this one up, but it's like Hoysong. It's Hyosung. They're a fabric and lifestyle. They create fabric and lifestyle objects. You have 3D Systems, which is a 3D printing company, and then you have Winthrop University. Those are some of your larger employment opportunities here in the Rock Hill area. Other than that, you might find yourself driving 35 minutes in and out of Charlotte every single day, which can get a little frustrating. Luckily, right now, we're in the world of remote. So a lot of people are working remotely. Like we mentioned, it is the 5th largest city in South Carolina and the 4th largest suburb of Charlotte. But it only has 75,000 people, so it's not quite as busy of a hustle and bustle. So it will get there. It is quickly growing, but it can feel a little quiet and a little sleepy at times. There are plenty of things to do. Again, all of these wonderful parks. You're right on the water. You do have a really cute downtown that's just filled with restaurants and breweries. There's always festivals happening in the parks here locally. So there are things to do. You just might not have as many options as what you would in a larger city like Charlotte. Another really cool thing about the location of Rock Hill is you are really pretty perfectly located. You're only about 35 minutes away from Charlotte International Airport. So if you're looking to do large travel anywhere, you have it really easily accessible to you. But if you just want to hop in the car and go for a quick trip, you have Charleston, you've got Myrtle Beach, you have Hilton Head. You've got the mountains. You have a ton of options that are really nearby if you want the beach or the mountains. So that's one of my favorite things about living here so centrally located in the Charlotte region. Rock Hill offers a variety of housing. You can find a single family house down here for under $250,000, or you could find something up north of $1 million. Some of our favorite communities are Winthrop Heights. You have Avondale Terrace. You've got Cherry Park. You have just such a variety, including old historic homes all the way to new townhouses. Builders are building quite a bit down here, so they do anticipate a lot of quick growth happening down here. But right now, it gives you that really cool mixture of just like sleepy town, old school charm, but also city. You get a good sense of community. They are constantly building new things. Again, you have a farm to table restaurant downtown. You've got a handful of breweries, a ton of parks, and you're really close to Charlotte. So if you're considering making a move down in the Charlotte area, but for whatever reason, Charlotte just isn't making the cut, maybe it's too busy, maybe it's too expensive, maybe you just want to be a little bit further out, whatever your cup of tea is, definitely check out Rock Hill. And if you're thinking about making a move, give myself a call. My team and I would love to help you. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you can continue to stay notified of new videos every single week.